Instead of doing another, just picking out a different type of weapon to use here, I'm gonna go with whatever comes up here first. Let's see, roll the bones. See if there's anything decent or Frantic Sword. Sure. Well, actually, Spartan Sandals could be good too, but Frantic Sword, why not? Go for half health. That's the entire thing. Other than that, it's just a decent sword. So hit me a few times here and let's get this started. Come on. Actually, that's good. Just wait for the rally to go down, and there we go. Well, I hope everybody here likes seeing flashes, because that's going to be the entirety of this run. Doing these challenges for a little while now. And by a little while, I mean, what, a couple days? But, you know, I've never really done challenges in games before. That's not really a thing that I've been, like, super into. As far as doing stuff in gaming, like, the last time I did that was all the way back in, what, NetHack? Yeah, like, when I was doing conducts for that. If you ever heard me refer to, like, the challenges or doing things in a specific way as conducts in the previous videos, that's why. In NetHack, you had, like, don't read any scrolls or books. You had, like, atheist, which was don't pray to your god ever. A bunch of stuff like that, which I would, you know, just be like, hey, why not throw on a good game NetHack and see if I can complete, say, Extinctionist. One that I actually did get very, very close to doing, but the game was, oh, balance play. Recovering Life. Yeah, no, that's going to be super good with this makeup that I have right here. Probably the worst modifier you can get from Frantic Sword. Actually did get really close to finishing an Extinctionist run, because in NetHack what happens is that if you kill, what is it, 128 of a single type of monster, they just stop appearing. They are considered extinct. You can also get Scrolls of Extinction, which will automatically do that if you have them, if they're uncursed or blessed. I got so close to having that happen. I had like a really powerful wizard. I was actually just going through the game, polymorphing myself, so I could eat rings of damage to be able to just one-shot every single enemy I came across. The game apparently decided that I was doing it too hard, gave me death by trickery, which is what you get if you do any sort of hex editing in the game, and ended my run right there. That was great. Well, that was boring. Anyway, I'm going to be going to the sewers here. That was a boring conversation. So I'm going to be going to the sewers, and probably, yeah, I don't think I've gone through the sewers in one of these videos yet. So, hey, check out something new. And if I fail, I'm going to be going through the sepulcher again, as always, because that's where you get the most stats. Yeah, the only issue coming into the sewers here is if I get poisoned, because I'm trying to keep kind of a good equilibrium on the health to be able to get maximum damage out of this sword, so. Yep. Hey, considering that's technically the first boss of the game, I feel like I have fighting him down pat. That and zombies. Like, if I get hit by a zombie, that's a bad day for me. Oof. Yeah, like even taking a little bit of poison from either, you know, the pools around here or getting hit by a scorpion is bad, because best case scenario, I lose out on my extra damage. Worst case scenario, I have very little health right now comparatively. I mean, they have that whole mechanic where if you take a big hit, oh, that flashing's getting terrible. Where if you get hit, get a big hit when you're at, like, I don't know, I'm gonna say like more than 50% max health, then you'll go down to 1 HP instead of outright dying. Something that I remember seeing a lot of people complain about, but considering the amount of times you get big boy hits in this game, it tends to work out more in my favor than be like, oh, I should have just died there. This game is easy baby game for babies who have to take breaks every 5 minutes to poop in their pants because this game's so easy. Okay. Like I said, gonna be going through all the sewers here, so. Looking for the old sewers entrance. You know, looking at those ugly worms there always makes me think. I always thought it was super weird how the ugly worms turn around, because every enemy in the game just does like a 2D sprite flipping like it's an old N64 PlayStation game, but it's only like really noticeable on the ugly worms for some reason. I kind of thought that was part of the 30%? Yeah, okay. I actually thought that might have been like the intentional thing. Like, these are like ugly weirdo. Yes, these are ugly weirdo worms, so they have a really weird looking turning animation. I don't think that's the intent. Get out of the way. I can already see it's not as good as the one I have right now. If I'm working with 50 health, why not get cursed? I'm gonna be trying to avoid damage as much as possible anyway. Well, I got 5 right now. 1430 damage. So that's pretty alright. I mean, if you've been watching any of the other videos, like, endgame damage for me tends to be around, like, what, 2,000, give or take? Oh, don't hit me with that. Yeah, it tends to be around, like, 2,000 or so. So, really good way to get rid of curses is to do a challenge room. I don't think it's worth it here. And I want to get rid of that before I go into Old Sewers, because Old Sewers has a lot more traps, and that tends to be the thing that kills me if I'm cursed, rather than, like, getting hit by enemies. I feel pretty confident in my ability to deal with enemies. Like, the only thing that would be particularly difficult to deal when it comes with enemies is if they did contact damage, and I don't think any enemies in this game do. Which, by the way, I really appreciate. I hate contact damage. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've gotten hit since I got my health down to 50%. Let's see all those Curse Sword runs I'm doing. Oh, if you didn't see the recent video I put up of the failed Curse Sword run, I saw that coming so hard. I was mashing the jump button in a really desperate attempt to save myself before I got pushing those spikes. Oh, and that was the perfect run, too. It had the stealth necklace on there, so I did double extra damage when I was in stealth mode, and I didn't have to get mobbed by enemies constantly. I was actually able to go through the sepulcher. Wait, why did I do that? It's not the... Oh. It was reflex. I'll take a little bit of... 50... Yeah, that'll do it. It is just reflex to take those delicious, delicious looking cherries. By the way, if you're playing this game and you don't have it set on fruit, what do you even do? Yes, yes. We go in high damage this time. Fruit is the best, is what I'm saying. You get slices of watermelon. How can, like, kebabs compare to that? Not even worth it. Just gotta watch out for these biters getting a little too precocious here. For the most part, there's enough of a delay on a biter. I was closer than I wanted to be. Because they got behind me. If they get behind you, that's when you open yourself up to attack. Otherwise, in front, they're slow enough. They're not a big deal. They're not too big of a deal. Come on. Nah, no stealth necklace. Woof. I'm thinking that in future Curse Sword runs, or at least Curse Sword run attempts, what I'm probably going to do is not wait to get a Curse Sword at the start, because I tend to do so many runs of that. Like these regular runs, I'll do a couple times, but it generally doesn't take more than 2 or 3 attempts to be able to get a win, to be able to pull a win out. But like Curse Sword, I've done, got minimum half a dozen of those so far, and they've all ended in failure. And I don't want to keep having to restart constantly to try to get a Curse Sword at the very beginning. Because as much as I'd like to go through, you know, a Curse Sword is even different than, don't hit me, is different than even like a no weaponry run. Because you can't get hit at all. I mean, in a no weaponry run, you tend to get hit a lot. Because you don't have any ability to take out enemies. So what I was thinking is that for future ones, I would probably just say closer than I wanted that to be. I'm just going to say I'll restart if I get hit, But aside from that, I'll just do a no weaponry run until I get a cursed sword. Which technically is going to be even more difficult than just doing a regular cursed sword run. I think I'm going to fall into... No, good. Which is technically going to be even more difficult than a regular cursed sword run, because it's like, aside from the whole one hit and you're dead, cursed sword is a really good item. It does amazing damage and has a pretty basic moveset, but it's like, who cares? The basic moveset... Oh, come on! I don't know. Fury Volcano. And I'm back. Oh boy, 2 tries there. Also a halfway decent curse sword run. I was not disappointed with how that went. Didn't really go anywhere though, obviously. And also I don't have my half health deal going on here, which is too bad. I could probably force it. No, not quite. Yeah, that's the thing with like the damage field there. It's too... you can rally it back too easily because it's such rapid damage. Come on. Come on, nerd. Oh, I'm just gonna rally this back. Let's go. Yeah, punch me. Punch me. Just wait. 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 Okay, it's good. Okay, that's too much. I'll get in the damage field one more time here. That should do it. Not quite. Instinctively rolled through it. Yeah, no, that's not... There we go. Okay. Got it for real this time. Gotta live on the edge, man. Oh wait, no I didn't actually. I'm like 1 hit point off. Whatever, that fight was a mess. I spent more time trying to just get him into damage mode than actually fighting him. Oh well. That's kind of the game you play with the Frantic Sword. If there was just a way that I could turn on, be permanently at half health, I would. Well. You know, basically like Dark Souls, the original one. Kind of surprised that they made it so just a one-hit kill here instead of that, considering how I don't know, I suppose you could say blatantly they wear their inspirations on their sleeves. Oh, can I make Fog Fjord? Oh no, I'm way too late to be able to do that. I wanted to get to the... Hey, if I got the chance, I'm going to try to get to the clock tower. Not this time, though, it looks like. It's a couple minutes too late. Probably because I was dicking around for so long. Come on, guys. Probably because I was dicking around for so long in the sewers there. Hayabusa boots. Oh, and it's a 2 times damage. That would have been a good one if I was doing a boots run. I think I mentioned before that I do have the Spiked Boots run finished. I just need to do Spartan Sandals and the Hayabusa boots for the trilogy of Kicking It in Dead Cells, as I like to call it. Ah well, in all likelihood for future installments of this little mini-series, Cursed Sword. Of course, I don't have anything... that wouldn't be too bad either. As much as I would like to just continuously do another Cursed Sword run, I already have a different weapon picked out. Not appropriate. Got pretty good damage here. And I think I'm still using the... Stop that. Yeah, Frantic Sword 1. Okay, I'm getting hit way too much here. And granted, that's not a big deal with this weapon, but... It's not like I want to get hit here. Oh, house bats. Yeah, Frantic Sword seems to just be right on the cusp of being able to hit enemies enough to stagger them and knock them out of their attack animation, which is something that I always look for in a weapon, because that... You dick. Wow. Y'all saw that, right? It just got hit. Oh well, that's why I knocked down the... That's why I knocked down the vine here, so I don't have to go through all that again. There we go. There's nothing even over there anyway. Do I even... Hey, an Elite Phaser. Who apparently didn't... Oh, right. Elite Phasers can't phase until they get into Form 2 for... Wow. Maybe I won't fight. Yeah, Elite Phasers for some reason can't phase until they're in Form 2 here. Why? I don't know, because trackers will... Elite trackers will phase even if they're in... even if they're not in, like, super powered mode. So, I don't know. I mean, I would imagine that, like, other people that play this game probably have a lot harder time. Haven't, like, fought literally thousands of phasers like I have. So that may be part of the reason why that's like that. Of course, not that you'd know from watching me fight that last one. Usually I'm better at that. And to be fair, I was on a ledge. Yeah, whatever. Graveyard. The dead center of the island. That's what the achievement says anyway. I don't know, which is, it's weird that, you know, apparently this connects to a wharf. It's like, what is this, a lagoon or something that I'm on right now, if this is supposed to be the center of the island? Or maybe it's just nothing, because again, this game was translated from French. Hence why sepulcher is spelled R-E instead of E-R, which is generally the traditional spelling of that word in English. Motion twin. Maybe it's an affectation they're trying to go for. Get over here. Oh, so many projectiles. And there's nothing even in here. Oh. Oh, hey, this is the exact setup that ended my my best curse sword run. Damn it. Knew it was gonna happen. Considering I've already gone through Wow! 360 no-scope there. Considering I've already had to go through 2 other Frantic Sword runs here, I feel like I might just kind of rush this one up a little bit, because I don't really want to be spending too much time going through the graveyard here, because graveyard I honestly think is one of the easier biomes once you get used to dealing with catchers, especially. Catchers are extremely difficult to deal with in your first few times through the game, but as you get used to dodge rolling through their grappling hooks and like generally anticipating where they're going to be striking, it becomes significantly easier. And of course, host zombies won't even bother you if you don't hit them. You got bats, you got the kamikaze bats, but they don't really... It's like you've been dealing with those, you've been dealing with that sort of enemy. There's another door, which I'm not gonna kill every enemy to get to, as much as I'd like to for the, I don't know, consistency? Inquisitors are tough, but they're predictable, so you can get through them pretty easily. Plus you can dodge roll through their projectile. Which pretty much means, just go. Plus you can dodge roll through their projectiles, so generally not too difficult to deal with them. Now, the only thing that's really difficult is slashers, which tend to appear in the fogger areas, so you can't see them. But they're pretty few and far between as far as enemies in this biome go. You maybe only see 2 or 3 of them per graveyard, so it's not a big deal in my opinion. Alright. I would not turn down one or two more health or damage ups, I'll say that. But aside from that, I should be okay. Because if the Watcher actually hits me, I'll get a huge damage boost. So, 29, 24 damage, yes. Now remember, you want that to appear first, otherwise killing the thing does not count. Which is something that's really frustrating. It's like it should I don't know what you call it, proc the curse immediately as you... Oh no! Oh! How many times am I gonna have to do this run? Okay, I swan to John. If I don't get it this time, I'm gonna just quit this game forever. Not really. But, okay. 12 damage, 5 health. Yeah, no, come on. I think, what, this is my 5th try now? Yeah. Frantic, yeah, right. Okay. Got some decent curse sword runs. Didn't really work. None of them really worked out. Also made me realize that I am close, but not quite to the point that I'm able to flawlessly kill the incomplete one each time I go against it. Because, oh boy, you bet I am not going through the sepulcher with that weapon. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I'm just one-shotting every single enemy here. What's the actual damage I'm looking at? Yeah, 8,000 or 17,000 if I'm below half health. Yeah, no. This should be good. This should be good. This is gonna be a good Watcher fight. Anything here? No. Yeah, no, it's pretty much just sprint to the end. I might do a... I'll still grab any sort of stat ups I see just for the victory lap aspect of it, but no, if I lose here, it's like, oh, something's gone terribly wrong. Call 911 because I may be unconscious. Okay. Also, something I didn't notice before, I think there's a little sprite error in the Frantic Sword thing. You can see right on the bottom, it looks like there's 2 or 3 little pixels forming a line next to it. Might have to redo that one. Okay, let's finish this up already. Controller just stopped working for a second. Alright, let's go. I don't even know how I dodged that, but it happened. I would probably blame like some sort of cheat engine for the game if such a thing existed. No, he hit me that time. I don't know. This game is nonsense. Nice try. Oh yeah. No, this isn't a fight, this is a massacre. Massacre. Get out. Yeah. Ugh. I wonder what the next weapon's gonna be. I hope it's not just a sword. I kind of like doing different ones. I like Nutcracker. Interesting. The Morning Star, as it was called before they changed the name of it. Hey, oh, I didn't know you could bait that out. I always thought he went. I always thought the tentacles went automatically too. All right, don't be a dick, dude. There we go. Oh, Frantic Sword. I say whatever I guess my catchphrase is. Throw another one in the can because it's done. Enjoy the ending.